Euclid's Elements, Book 4, Prop 4. In a given triangle, to inscribe a circle. So let's have a given triangle. Let's call it triangle ABC. Oh my goodness. And our job is to construct a circle that where the circumference of the circle will touch each of these three sides. That's the definition of being inscribed in. So the first step we're going to do is we're going to bisect the angle at B and the angle at C. So let's bisect the angle at B and the angle at C. We can do this using Book 1, Prop 9. So we're going to take this big angle here, and we're going to cut it into two equal portions with this angle bisector. So this angle will equal this angle. Same thing here, we're going to cut angle C into two equal portions with an angle bisector. So this angle equals this angle. And we're going to extend those angle bisectors until they intersect. And we'll call that point of intersection D. Okay, so the bisectors intersect at D. The second step is at D, we're going to draw lines that are perpendicular to AC, CB, and BA. So here, here, and here. And we can do that. So starting at point D, we're going to draw perpendiculars to all three sides. So perpendicular to BA, AC, and CB. We can do this. Book 1, Prop 12 allows us from a given point to draw a line perpendicular. So let's draw a perpendicular here, here, and here. Now, third step. Let's look at these triangles. Let's look at this triangle. Let's call this point E, F, and G. So now let's look at triangle BED and BDG. And what we can see is that they already have this angle equal to this angle. And these angles are right. So we have angle 1 equal to angle 1. We have angle 2 equal to angle 2. And we have a side in common. So we should be able to show that these triangles are completely equal. And in particular, we're going to show that this remaining side is equal to this remaining side. So DE is equal to DG. And what we used Prop 26, which is our angle side equality of triangles. So angle side equal to angle side. And therefore all the remaining parts, all the corresponding parts are equal. So this perpendicular is equal to this perpendicular. We can use the exact same reasoning using these two triangles because again, we have an angle equal to an angle, right? A second angle equal to a second angle, and a side in common. So again, using angle side, we can show that this perpendicular is equal to this perpendicular. Well, then it should be manifest that if DF is equal to DG and DE is equal to DG, then all three of these are equal to each other. So they're all three equal. Which means if we take D, so if we construct a circle with D as our center, and any one of these three diameters, DF, DE, or DG, so we can take DF or DE or DG as the diameter, then the circle we construct, so let's just pick DF. If this is our center and this is our diameter, a circle constructed, it will pass through point E, pass through point G, and it will pass through point F, something like that. So let's construct that circle. So we're going to construct circle FEG using D as our center and any one of those as our diameter. Now, we just need to show that this circle FEG, the circumference touches each of these three lines. If it does that, then that satisfies our definition in Book 4 for inscribing a circle in a figure. So we need to look and see what kind of a relationship this circumference has to BC. Well, if we take BC here and we take DG, okay, we're saying that the circle here is not going to cut this line. If it did cut the line, maybe like this, so what's this? This is DG. If it somehow cut the circle like this, if the circle somehow cut line BC, then we would have the situation where a line at the extremity of a diameter falls within the circle. And we saw, according to book 3, prop 16, that can never happen. If you have the diameter of a circle and you have a line at right angles, it falls outside the circle. It doesn't cut it. That's what prop 16 says. So this doesn't cut the circle, but it does touch point G. So this circumference, at least at point G, must touch line BC. Similarly, you can show that it touches BA at E and it touches AC at F. And therefore we can conclude that our circle FEG touches all 3 sides, which of course is the definition, book 4, 5 definition. The definition of book 4, prop 5 says that's what inscribing is. When the circumference of the circle touches each of the sides of the figure in which it's inscribed. And so we've done that. We've constructed a circle, FEG, where the circumference touches each of the sides of the triangle, and therefore we have done what we were given to do, which is construction proof. Therefore we can conclude QEF.